How's it going, everybody? This is Bat Bugs, and I'm here with Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And today we're doing a Pixar tier list because we were organically talking about Pixar movies and where we would rank them. And Emily was like, let's fucking record it, dude." I'm like, "Yeah, that makes
Oh
sense."
yeah, I don't know what we were talking about turning red,
Yeah, we were.
and you were like, "Let's just rank them. Let's just rank them right now." And you started pulling up the tier list, and I'm like, "Well, if we're gonna do that, let's just record it like we did before."
Yeah. Did someone come in the room?
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought I heard a sound. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I have them all here ordered. So we're gonna go chronologically, right? Toy Story 1. Yeah. I
I would put it at good personally.
I put it in great. It's a great first movie.
Well, it's a good first movie, yeah, but I thought Toy Story 2 was better because you got to see like more of the world and like there was more stuff that was going on.
Well, we'll get there, right? We'll get there. A Bug's Life is good.
I liked it, yeah.
It's fun.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about Bugs Life. I feel like it's the movie that people forget exists out of like all like the original Pixar movies.
The only reason I remember is because I had a Bug's Life toy and my mom loved a Bug's Life.
Well, I think another problem was it came out around the same times that like Ants came out,
Yeah,
so
but
like
like
people get them
of
confused.
the two of them, which one do
Oh
you
yeah,
remember?
I just like people get them confused.
I'm just saying. Anyway, I slipped it in there because obviously Toy Story 2 is a goat.
I mean, other than Jamal fucking shitting on me all the time for that Jessie thing, but whatever.
That's because you abandoned her.
I did not.
We're not. How are we supposed to just let that go, Emily?
I did not. But
No, possibly one of the best sequels ever.
yeah. Here is a question that's related. Which is the better sequel, Toy Story 2 or
Don't
Shrek
ask me this.
2?
Don't fucking ask me this, dude.
If you had to pick one, which would it be?
Oh God, don't ask me this. Which one would I personally watch 1,000 times?
Shrek
Shrek
2.
2. Toy Story 2
Yeah.
is they're neck and neck at any given time, but Shrek 2. Well, something about Shrek 2.
I think it's probably the music. It really kind of helps
That's a
boost
good
it
point.
for me. I
That's a
think
good
like
point.
the soundtrack's good and like I think it's more fun. I think there's more like serious topics in Toy Story 2 and sad moments. In Shrek 2, it's just a lot of fun.
That's a good point. And Puss in Boots, first movie. Puss in Boots is the best character. Getting the sequel this year looks awesome.
I
All right.
never was super thrilled by his movie, but
I don't remember it. I think I've seen it once and I don't remember it. It was fine, but like this one looks so fun. The art style, it just looks fun.
I haven't
And the
seen the trailer.
oh, we're watching that after we're done recording this. But let's keep going. Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc.
I would say great or good, great or good. I feel like it's better than Bug's Life though. So either say Bug's Life is good and Monster Inc. is great, or say Bug's Life is fine and Monster Inc. is good.
You know what? I think Monsters Inc. is actually great because I'm thinking about it in like comparison to Toy Story 1. Monsters Inc. is actually right up there,
Mhm.
so that makes sense. Finding Nemo.
Finding
Snyder, no,
Nemo's pretty good.
it's good. It's right up there with
I
great, I would say.
I think I like Finding Dory better than
I
Finding Nemo.
Well, here's the problem with that. And we'll get to that when we get to Finding Dory, but um, I think it's great. Incredibles. What do you think?
Probably good. I never was super into The Incredibles. I do want to see Incredibles 2 though. Like I saw someone talking about it and like Jack's parts just look really funny.
I think for my money, it's great. I think so. I think, but if that's great, then I kind of have to move some of them. All right, we're gonna
Yeah,
readjust a bit.
that's what I meant.
I think so. Wait, well, I think Monsters Inc. actually might be up there as well. Thoughts? Sounds about right. Cars one is.
I would say good.
I'll give it to you that one. I'll give you that one.
Or Cars 1 is fine and Cars 3 is good cuz something about Cars 3 I just enjoyed.
Well, again, we're going. We'll get there when we get there. We're not there yet. Ratatouille. I put Ratatouille in great.
I have no opinion about
I like
Ratatouille. I
Ratatouille.
I never got into Ratatouille.
I don't know, something about Ratatouille just stuck with me the first time I saw it. I had a good time with it.
I honestly couldn't tell you anything about it except he sits on the guy's head and pulls his hair. I know you don't like Wally, but I think
Oh fuck,
Wally is interesting. I think
I
Wally
don't
was
remember
like
it.
an interesting like character,
It
like movie.
it might have been something like a problem I had with it when I was a kid, and I need to watch it again as an adult with
Mhm.
fresh
Mhm.
eyes. But like, I remember a lot about it. And I'm just like, you know what I mean?
I would at least say that it's fine and not just meh.
I'll give you that one. All right.
Cause I think Wally's is better than fucking Cars 2, and Cars 2 is bad, 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 bad.
How do we feel?
I think I've only seen what Up once, and like the only part that stuck with me is like the first like 10 minutes.
The first 10 minutes is the best part of the movie. Then
Yeah,
after that, it just is done. It's
it's
over.
kind of like it's not a bad movie. It's just it did not stick with me at all.
Right. Like the
I
first,
would
that
put
was
Up.
great. If the whole movie was that, you know what I mean?
hmm
But what were you saying?
My personal list,
Hmm.
Up would probably be better than Ratatouille because at least like the first 10 minutes is good, and Ratatouille like was so bland to me.
What? I love that movie. It's so
I
fun.
didn't get it.
Oh man.
Well, tell you what, I'll watch Ratatouille with you if you watch like Wally or something with me.
Fine.
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay. Good. And you know what? Not just the movie. This is a tangent, but the Toy Story 3 game was really good.
I haven't played it. I think I watched you play it though.
You might have. It like the way it told the story in a fun way, but aside from that, you know how Disney Infinity like was the thing for a few years, right?
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
was basically the jumping off for that game. Like
Oh.
in Toy Story 3 the game, there was a separate mode called the Toy Box where basically you could just play as Woody and Buzz and Jesse and just fuck around and build a little town. It was really
Yeah,
fun. It
I
was
think
cute.
that's what I watched you play. I want to say
Hmm.
I think Toy Story probably should have ended there because like that kind of wrapped it up for our generation because that was like the what's his name?
Andy.
Andy going to college and like that was like a representation of our generation like oh we've come of age it's time to like put away our toys and like move on and like give that like childhood to some other new child.
Here's my thought on that though. When Andy gave the toys to Bonnie, um, that was also symbolic of us letting go of Toy Story for a new generation, thus the new shorts, thus Toy Story 4, etc. With Bonnie, that's not really for us.
I guess I like Toy Story 4 though.
I do too. I'm just saying like I'm okay with it continuing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Toy
I don't
Story,
know if it's
I
gonna
mean,
keep going
Cars
now
2,
though.
Snyder,
Yes. Yes.
it's trash. There's a lemon party joke in it. That's all I have to say.
I found that even less memorable than fucking Ratatouille.
It's about fucking Mater being a spy.
I know, like it's so stupid. Like it has nothing to do with the first movie. It just has like the same characters for
If
no reason.
bless you. I don't think Sally's in it at all. I'm pretty sure Lightning McQueen had a bit part. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I think that was like that time where our generation was like into weird shit or something.
I don't know.
Cause like
The law
I
random
don't
generation. Is
find
that what you're talking about?
yeah that's what I'm thinking. Cause that's what Mater kind of was.
Not necessarily. He was just
Just
kind
like
of.
that
He had the
goofy
energy.
like
He had the energy
not
of it.
yeah like that energy. That's what I
Right,
mean.
right. He wasn't law random. He just had the energy of it. Uh,
I think Brave is good or fine.
I haven't seen it. I have no opinions on it
We
one
need
way or
to
the other.
watch it then. Like I don't think you'll really like it that much. Like it's fine.
External reasons is the reason why up until this point I haven't seen Brave.
We should watch it.
Okay.
I like Merida. Like I just like her character design and stuff because I got crazy hair.
Okay. I like Monsters University a lot.
Monsters University is pretty good. I like how their posters basically the fucking
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, it really is actually. I'm just noticing what you're talking about. Um, I really like that one scene towards the end where like Sully basically thinks he could like scare his way out of a situation, but like he gets stuck on the other. No, it wasn't Sully. It was Mike. Mike goes out and he thinks he could scare his way out of that like that campsite, and like the way it looks different as like compared to the rest of the movie, and how it's like darker and how the colors are a bit more muted in the human world. I like that.
Mhm.
It's good stuff. I haven't seen Inside Out.
I liked it better the second time I watched it, but I don't find it that interesting. It's like in that up kind of range for me, where
Right,
it's like,
right.
a lot of the newer ones I feel like are in that range.
I haven't seen The Good Dinosaur, and I heard
That's
that was a good decision on my part.
yeah, like that's another one in that range, or it's like
Hmm.
it's either like meh range or it's Snyder range for me personally.
I haven't seen Finding Dory. You say that your opinion on that one's pretty high.
I like it probably more than Finding Nemo, honestly. I just like the characters in it better.
Right, right. I heard that the octopus was a pretty standout.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he was funny. He had that like dry sense of humor, like kind of shit that our generation. I like Cars 3. I think Cars 3 like not as good as Toy Story 3, but had that same vibe where it's like the older generation passing something on to the newer generation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like
see what you're talking about.
I just found it relatable because like Lightning McQueen's like I'm too old to keep doing what I love, but
Right.
I'm found a new love in teaching the younger generation to do it.
He looked weird as shit blue though.
Yeah, I did.
Uh,
I
Coco.
love Coco. Stan.
Coco's pretty
Coco is
stand.
Stan. The
Coco's
music's
pretty stand. Yeah.
amazing. I like skeletons. I love it.
She does. She really does love skeletons. That
I
movie was
do.
great. Like I would like the world of it was just
The
it was
colors were
right. It was
gorgeous.
gorgeous. I would love to see like a list of Pixar properties I would love to see as a world in Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean Kingdom Hearts 4 rather.
Mhm.
Coco, right up there.
It makes me cry every time he sings to his grandma,
Yeah, it almost got me.
and like family stuff like really hits me because I'm close to my family.
Okay. We haven't seen Incredibles 2.
Well, I want to see it. I want to see it
I want to
though.
see it. I just, mm, like busy with other things, I guess. Toy
I
Story
like Toy
4,
Story 4. Did we watch it together?
we did, yes.
I liked it. Like I thought I I was expecting it to like get like a lot worse, but I thought it was still pretty good.
It's better than the Cars movies. So I guess
Yes,
I will
yes
put
it
it in
is.
great. Um, I don't hate Onward, Emily. Don't stop perpetuating things. I just think it's fine.
Did we watch it?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we watched it together or not.
Yeah.
Like I was hoping it would be better than it was, like cuz
I was too, honestly.
I like the way it looks and I like the concept. Like who wouldn't want to go like on a road trip with like fantasy creatures, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Could have been
Here
fun. It wasn't bad. It
here's
just
my
wasn't
critique.
amazing.
Here's my critique, right?
Are you gonna tell everyone your thing?
No, I don't. No. I mean, all right. You know, whatever. I'm putting it out there. I initially didn't like Onward, and I didn't like realistically not like Onward. I liked it, right? But I was like fake mad. You know how you get fake mad. You're like, oh, that's that. And I'm like, oh, you're fake mad. I was fake mad because I was writing a story which basically had that modern fantasy aesthetic, and then I see a trailer of a movie that basically stole that whole sale.
You could still do
Oh,
it, you
definitely.
know.
I'm
People
still
do
writing it,
it.
but like, it's just that was like fake mad. I'm not really mad at it, but that's
I
not what
thought
I was
yours
gonna
was
say.
also about like a road trip.
The first one was I stopped writing that one because
Yeah.
it was really going nowhere. It was kind of dragging its feet. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's beside the point. What I was actually gonna say was Tom Holland's great. Chris Pratt is great.
Mhm.
I don't know if I 100% like them in these roles. 100% for Chris Pratt. I
I
think a
need to
better role.
rewatch it because I honestly don't remember that much about the
I
movie.
think a better cast for Chris Pratt's older brother role, especially in the way he's modeled. Jack Black. He looks like Jack Black.
Mhm.
Like that would have been the perfect cast for that. Tom Holland
He would
his
have been funny.
Tom Holland's recently been on a miscast spree. Like he's now Nathan Drake, even though Nathan Fillion and Paul Rudd exist. And breathe air on our planet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like I don't know. I don't know how if like there's a better person that could have voiced that role. But he did fine for what he's given. I'm more concerned with Chris Pratt on that one. But anyway, that's how I feel about Onward. Soul. Soul is
Soul was meh for me. Like it's I would say it's fine.
I
I wasn't like super into it. Like it's not
see.
bad
I
or
was gonna put
anything.
it higher because I think it's better than Onward at least.
I guess I don't know. Like I get it, but
There's one thing I
there's
didn't
just
go on.
yeah, there's just something about it that kind of just like it didn't it didn't like leave the right feeling when it was over.
Yeah, yeah. There's one thing for me that I didn't particularly like about Soul. And that was like more after the fact, as I heard people talking about it, and I thought about, it, I was like, yeah, it kind of perpetuates the black person is an animal thing that movies do. Not necessarily is an animal, but in the body of an animal kind of thing. Like this movie did it. Like there was that Will Smith movie with Tom Holland again, where it was him as a super spy in the body of a pigeon, like
I
Princess
don't
and the
remember that
Frog.
at all.
It came out around the same time. It was Blue Sky, I think. But it was that, and then Princess and the Frog also. Like every time a black character is a lead in these animated movies, they end up turning into an animal or going into the body. And there was the whole part where he was the cat. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I'm like, damn, like you don't see a whole lot of that from the trailers. You don't see the parts where he's the cat. You just see the
Yeah.
soul world thing, and that's mystical and it's interesting. And then he's in a cat, and I'm just like, oh, nah.
I think the part that bothered me was like I just didn't like his character.
I like this
Like he
character.
was kind of a dick.
I mean, yeah, he
I get
he
that was the point, so he had like a character arc, but he was a
right.
dick for most of the movie.
I felt like
Like
it
he
was
was just using her.
if I was in his shoes, if you were in his shoes, you're having a bad time of life, and then you finally get your big break, and then you die. You'd try to do as much as you can to get back to where you were, so you can have
Yeah,
that big break. You know what I mean?
but I don't know. He was just like a dick right up till the end though when he was like, "Oh shit, I messed up."
I guess.
Cuz he like had a conversation with someone or something and he's like, "Oh, wait. You're right." I like Luca.
I would put
Luca's
Luca in
cute.
great. Yeah, Luca's fun.
Yeah. Luca's really cute.
That I mean, like the
I
thing
hope they
about
have a sequel.
I would like a sequel series. Like they could do series with stuff like that with
Hmm.
Luca. With this isn't Pixar, but
Maybe
Encanto could have a series, that kind of stuff.
I get that. Maybe they should just have like one series and each episode was like a continuation of a different movie and they would like kind of have like a couple of each one. Cuz I don't know if you could do like a whole 12 episode series for each, you know?
I don't think
But
you
I think you could
necessarily
do.
need to have 12 episodes of
Well,
Luca.
I'm just
Like
saying that's like
Encanto could
what
probably earn it. Yeah.
that's like the base number for like series is like 10, 12 episodes, something like
Well,
that. I just feel like that's a little too much unless they're like short, like 10-minute things, you know?
this is like completely left field, right? This is completely left field. Not really what we're talking about right now. But I learned something recently, Emily, and you're gonna be a little bit upset at this actually. Remember when we watched South Park a few days ago?
Vaguely, yeah.
That was the season finale.
The freaking St. Patty's Day one?
Yeah. The season's only six episodes.
That is upsetting
Yeah.
because I didn't like that episode that much.
The reasoning on that, and again, left field. I'm gonna try to keep this conversation kind of as short as possible so we can get back on topic. But the reasoning there is because they're now doing, they're doing that like 2 movie a year on Paramount Plus thing. Um, and they had the two last year that were them older. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, because they have 2 movies a year up until I think 2025. So they're counting those
Oh.
two episodes as the remainder basically of the season.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. So, you could possibly get away, like a lot of the Marvel shows are only like 6 to 8 episodes. But I guess they are like an hour a pop, so I
Hmm.
feel like you could get away with a 6 episode like mini series to be like, "Hey, this is a follow up to
Six
the
episode
show."
maybe because like with Encanto, it could just be one episode like kind of
Revolving
focus on
around
each
each. Right,
character
right. That's what I said.
because there's so many of them.
Yeah. And
But
like that's my
I just
pitch.
think
Can I
I
can
just think one series where each episode is like a continuation of each movie that looks like it could have like a little bit more going on would be cute, like little
An
shorts or
epilogue
something.
series. I mean, they kind of do that with Pixar shorts, but it's not really a continuation. Continuation is more on like the side characters, like I think Olaf and whatever, like
Yeah,
small
but
characters
I
get
feel
episodes.
like Luca could get a sequel, like when Luca's back from school and they
Actually,
go like on a big like road trip
they
around like
they do
Italy
have
or
a Luca
whatever.
short on Disney Plus. They
I bet they
100% do.
do.
They
I bet
do.
they do.
Yeah. We just never watched it. But anyway, I'm gonna do my quick pitch for the Encanto thing. If anybody from Disney's watching this, I'm gonna give you a quick pitch. If you like it, hire me. I need a job. Help me. Uh, Encanto series, if no one's already doing this, by the way, Encanto series, each episode focuses on a different member of the family. Some episodes take place before the movie, some episodes take place after, and they like detail things that happen and kind of fill in some of the background. Like for instance, Bruno's episode could be set before, and you can kind of see how he like started living in the walls, how he adjusted to living in the walls, and how he you can actually kind of hear some of the family like in the background, but you'll never actually like see them because you're seeing this from his perspective.
Hmm.
Stuff like that.
I would say an episode about how Peppa and Felix met would be cute
That
because
would be pretty
they're
cute.
like a lot of people comment on like what a good like relationship they have with each other and like what a good husband he is and everything. So I think people would like that.
I just want an episode where Dolores just hears everything.
Oh, we could get a follow up on like how her relationship with the one guy's going.
Maybe I just have her listening to everything at the
Yeah.
same time. It's 10 minutes of her
Or what
just
if
like
it's like
listening, just hearing.
what if it's just her talking the entire
No,
time and no one else is talking?
I was joking actually, but I just came up with a concept for that actually. All right, it's her. The story isn't focusing on her, but it's like kind of like a radio play of just her sitting in bed, and she just hears like this whole drama going on across town, basically, with like some people just having like issues and everything.
That's a
That'd be
joke they
funny.
have, like how she would always listen on in on like the drama of the rats or whatever.
That'd be
She's like,
funny.
oh,
Anyway, completely off topic. Well, kind of off topic with that one, but let's get back to Pixar. We only
that'd
have
be
one
funny
movie.
if like all like there's like voice acting and it was all that drama and then like it cuts to fucking Bruno with his rat TV and that's where it was all happening and like the whole time you thought it was somebody like a mile away fighting with each other or something.
That would be funny. Last movie. I I put in great.
Yeah, you wouldn't go higher.
I no
I thought the
no
visuals were like
the
you
visuals, yes.
I know probably thought it was super stylish.
Oh, it was slick as fuck. I love that. I love
Like
the
it
visuals of that
kind
movie.
of reminded me like a little bit of Scott Pilgrim, like where it was kind of pulling in like the comic type stuff or like anime stuff in this case.
Yeah, it
Like
felt
it was really styled.
design wise, the characters felt very Studio Ghibli esque.
Hmm.
I love the part at the end where like she's running to the concert and like the way the light is kind of like bending off of her character and
Yeah,
everything. Love it. That I ate that up. That was delicious.
the
Um,
colors were really good in that
right,
part
so
too.
good. Uh,
I would say like character development, like for some of the characters, was not the best. Like I don't think she needed three friends. I think she only needed her one friend because the other two were just kind of there to be like, yeah, listen to
see,
Miriam. Miriam's right. Yeah, go Mir.
see, the thing is, I liked the one, and I kind of am coming
Yeah.
around on the other. Like I
Well,
like Prinya. Prinya's fun.
I guess they have like good like surface personalities, but there wasn't really a whole lot going on underneath that. Like they didn't have a whole lot of like individual dialogue.
Right. I mean, that kind of gets hard when you're trying to write like for specific
I
characters.
know it's a lot,
And yeah, you
which is why
could
I feel like they were just kind of there to be filler a
you
little bit.
could
But they did
for
have good like surface personality, like that one. I think everybody liked her, Priya. I think
you
everybody liked Priya.
you could for efficiency's sake consolidate two of those characters out, but like I don't think that life is how do I put this? I don't think life is efficient. You don't like you don't like say, okay, I don't these two guys are basically the same friend, so I'm just gonna ditch that one and be friends with this guy. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it's not even that. It's just like I'm sure like if they were real people, they would be more like They would
Dimensional.
have more dimension,
Right,
yeah.
right. I
Like
see
there'd
what
be
you're
more
saying.
to him besides just being like, "Yeah, what Priya said, you're the best girl. We have no thoughts of our own. Let's just listen to freaking Miriam."
The problem is it's not necessarily about them in that sense.
I get it. I get it.
Also, in
Like
the
that's
early
just how it
2000s,
felt. That's just how it felt. Like she was only having a conversation with Miriam, and everyone else was just to be like, "Yeah, Miriam, 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 Miriam."
I guess.
That's just how it felt. And then I get
I think I'm
why
gonna
she
put it
had
higher
so many
actually.
aunts and stuff because it's to represent how big the family is and
Yeah.
how many people have gone through all that. But none of them were super fleshed out either.
I mean, you don't necessarily need
And I
everybody
know
to
they
have an
don't
arc.
have to be. Yeah, I know they don't have to be. Which I didn't mind that. It's just when they were talking about their children that had gone through the panda thing. I wouldn't mind seeing some of that and all the panda designs and stuff.
Yeah, they could. I mean, they could have, but they didn't necessarily have to.
Well,
You
it
know.
could have been an extra. Wouldn't have to have been in the movie. It just would have been too much.
Yeah, yeah.
That didn't bother me as much as the friends because we spent so much time with the friends and they were such a big part of the motivation and everything. But only one of them really had a more in-depth personality and actual conversations.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that bothered me. I thought maybe all of them should have felt like real people instead of just one of them.
What are we thinking here? How do we feel about this list?
I mean, I've actually seen most of the movies you have at the bottom. The only one I haven't seen yet is Incredibles 2.
Okay, well, this is my list. This is how my list looks. Let's quickly, change some things around for Emily. So
We
anything
don't
at Stan
have
you want
to
to take?
do
No,
that.
no, no. We have extra time. Why not, right?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
What would you
I
move
kind of
around?
let you do it. I'd probably put Ratatouille lower.
Good.
I would put it like I'd put it in meh.
Oh my gosh.
I would probably put Soul in fine or meh, one or the other.
Hmm.
Mm,
Anything else before we go down to the haven't seen?
I'm thinking. I feel like for me personally, I would probably move everything down to great except for Coco.
Really? Even Toy
Just
Story
be
2?
I like to have a favorite. That is my favorite Pixar movie is Coco. I don't have anything else that's on the same level as Coco for me personally.
Okay, okay. Toy Story 3 would have been this is incredible, so it's probably like here. And Turning Red is the end.
So I'd probably would move Toy Story 1, Monsters University, Toy Story 4, and Luca down to good.
Say it again, but
And
like each one.
Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Monsters University. Because I think Monsters Inc.'s better than Monsters University.
That's Cars 3,
Like,
so I think it'd be
maybe
here.
it's not. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how much of it's nostalgia. Oh, this one's first, so it should be better than this one. But Monsters University was pretty good.
Okay.
Had a lot of good jokes. But maybe you know what? I would put Toy Story 3 down in good, and I would leave Toy
Oh my
Story 4
God.
up there, and then maybe Luca.
You think Toy Story 4 is better than 3?
I just find it more memorable right now. I think I've seen Toy Story 4 more than I've seen Toy Story 3.
Bold.
I think I've seen it 2 or 3 times.
Okay. So what you were saying? Move something else. What were you saying?
Luca down to good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like Luca, but it also wasn't incredibly standout.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
It's like a cute fun movie. It's not like a crazy movie.
You know your graph is flipping me off right now.
Yeah. I did it on purpose. No, I'm kidding.
Is that it? Do we have? Are we moving down, or
I'm
are we
trying
moving
to
something
decide
else?
if I want Soul lower or not. Cuz like I said, I just did not like honestly, the movie kind of gives me an existential crisis,
Mm-hmm.
and B, I found his character to be kind of obnoxious.
Well, it's up to you. This is yours. This is how you feel.
But I also feel like it's something that if I watch it again, I'd probably would like because it's relatable. Like it's just one of those things. Like I think that's why Cars 3 is relatable is because like hey, I've gotten like so far now everything like I've ever like wanted is like kind of crashing down on me because I'm so freaking old.
You are not old.
I feel like I haven't accomplished anything in my life.
That's fine, but you're not old. You still have time.
I'll leave it where it is. I
Okay.
might change my mind later. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're moving down.
I would put Brave in fine.
Mhm.
I would put Good Dinosaur and Snyder.
Mhm.
I would probably put Inside Out and Meh. Like I watched and I liked it better the second time, but it just doesn't really do it for me.
Okay. Okay. You got two more
Uh,
movies.
Dory would be in great. I like Dory. Dory's fun. And I have not seen Incredibles 2 yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty good.
Okay. This is Emily's
It's
list.
still flipping you off, I know.
It's still flipping me off. Yeah. Just from the side. It's got a side middle finger.
I don't know. Like I said, I like to like have my favorite movie and nothing else like kind of reaches that point for me.
I mean, your ranking system is that you're ranking things against other things.
Mm-hmm.
My ranking system for the most part is this is how I feel about this individual movie with no external factors
Well, the
for
point
the most part.
of like the tier system is like one is like this is what I'm gonna base like everything off of is like how I feel about this movie, because that's how I know like where my great point is and where my like bad point is.
I guess. Yeah, this is Emily's list. You saw mine earlier. Do
Mine
you
might not
agree?
be right. It depends, because it just depends on like how recently I've seen it, you know?
Yeah. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. And if you could leave a like or subscribe, for more content. If you want to check out Emily, she's over at Rants and Rambles on twitch.tv/Rants and Rambles. Um, and I've been your host, Batbugs. Hope you have a great evening, morning, night, whatever time you happen to be watching this, and I'll catch you next time. Later.
Boy, I really like Coco.